or not, okay? But the reason I call it Pythagorean School of Economics is the Pythagorean statement really was that all things are numbers. Well, basically, scientists proved later that all things aren't numbers, which kind of discredited the Pythagoreans, okay? What they did was they used a triangle, and they showed that if you had a right triangle, you had the dimensions. Basically, the length of the hypotenuse would be what is it? It's a number that goes on forever.
The square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the two sides.
Yeah, but the hypotenuse then, you see what I'm saying? It's there's a name for it. It's a certain kind of number that goes on forever.
Let's get into the meat.
Okay. So anyway, this is why I'm saying that Pythagoreans would have been more correct if they had said all physical things are numbers. Okay. Scaffolding. What they mean by scaffolding is scientists is, and who was it? Another famous scientist, I forgot his name right now, but another famous scientist used scaffolding to make a supposition, and then he went from that supposition on to prove something, but then he could later discard the scaffolding because his new suppositions didn't depend on it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what I mean by scaffolding.
Okay,
scaffolding is not something we intend ever to have to prove. Okay, and then it's just, what is money?
Okay.
Okay, it's a unit of store of value, okay, or purchasing power. And then what is the monetary unit? Because that's what we're going to talk about.
All right.
Okay. Then the monetary equivalence principle. Okay. Einstein had his equivalence principle. Basically, the monetary equivalence principle is that inflation or deflation is indistinguishable from the violation of the concept of whole numbers by the monetary unit on a currency note, thereby representing less or more purchasing power over time.
Okay.
We don't really have to understand inflation or deflation. All we have to do is understand how to use it to measure.
Okay.
Okay. And then the concept of whole numbers. Okay.
Okay.
And I got this from another mathematician. Okay. And paraphrase that mathematician is that is each successive integer must represent one additional whole unit, by which we lose the ability to add, subtract, divide, and multiply, which is to say we lose the ability to count.
All right.
That's what's happening when you have all of these mortgage code crises. Okay. Is that the numbers no longer are tracking purchasing power.